Hi guys, this is your girl Slimflyy coming to you with another video. This week's video is going to be another tutorial, but I just want to say I want to thank you guys for all the support, especially my Facebook friends. Y'all been sharing, commenting, and liking on your girls' videos. Most definitely it is appreciated. As always, I was out perusing, shopping, and I went into Michael's and I saw this photo here. Which inspired me to do this tutorial because I was wondering what I was going to do next for you guys. So when I walked in the store, I seen that, I was like, this is what I'm going to do the tutorial. I purchased 3 pumpkins here from Michael's. They actually have all of their fall decorations 40% off. So this pumpkin is originally like $29.99. I got it for $14. This one was $19.99, and I think this one was like $8 or $9. And then I got this smaller one here, and this one was $9.99, so I think it was like $4. I know it's a little bit early for fall decorations, but we know how 2020 has been going. I'm about ready to put my tree up. Is it too early to put the tree up? But we're gonna go ahead and get into it. I'm gonna be painting this portion of my pumpkins gold. So I got some gold acrylic paint. Y'all know I like that gold acrylic paint, like that's my go-to. And some ribbon of your choice that you want to add to it, and you may need a hot glue gun if you're going to hot glue gun on it, because the stems on these pumpkins are a little short. You can hot glue it. I don't know, we're going to get creative and see how it comes out. Okay guys, so here are the 3 pumpkins that I purchased. I'm going to start off by painting the stems gold. The paint that I'm going to be using for this is Deco art paint. And this is also purchased from Michael. I believe it was $2.49. So I'm just going to paint the top of the stems with gold with this. Probably going to go over this twice because this is my first time using this brand of paint, and it seems to be a little runny and is not as thick as like the paint that I use to decoupage my wall with. So I think I'm going to have to go over that twice, but we'll see how it dries. So I'm going to go ahead, while this is drying, I'm going to go ahead and get on the computer and create my decal that I'm going to be putting on the front of the pumpkin. And I'm going to do that on Design Space, which comes with your Cricut Printer. Okay guys, so I've created the letter B that I'm going to be placing on my pumpkin in the Cricut Design Space. The font style that I use for this is Stencil Bold, and I put the height at 7 inches so it'll automatically calculate what the width needs to be. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is click print here and create the B to go on the pumpkin. Okay, and just like that, we have our letter B printed out. So now on to the next step. Okay, so I've created my next set of words in the Design Space. I actually couldn't find a font that was on the computer that I liked, so I went to dafont, DAFONT.com, and downloaded the font. The one you're seeing here is called Butterfly. So I'm going to go ahead and cut Baldwin Established 2020 out in gold, and here it goes. In the size of this font, I did 4 inches in height, and it automatically adjusted the width. right, so that one's all complete. Now we're going to apply these to the pumpkins. So in order to get this on the pumpkins, you're going to need transfer papers for these smaller letters. But for the big letter, you can actually just peel it and stick it into place. Okay, so we're going to find the flattest side of the pumpkin. So looking at it, it's most likely going to be this size, and I'm probably not going to go back over the stem. It looks gold enough for me, so I'm going to go ahead and apply the decal. Like I said, since this is a bigger letter, you really don't need the transfer paper for this. You can just peel it off and stick it into place. That looks good here, so I'm gonna smooth it out. Getting them creases before I lay it down real good. You don't want any bubbles in it, because this isn't like a flat surface, so you want to make sure you get all the little air bubbles out of it. You can use a credit card or what have you, or something else to make sure you get it completely flat, because you don't want any air bubbles in, especially if you're putting it outside, because if it gets any moisture under it, it's not going to stay. Alright, so we've peeled off our last name, so we're going to apply this to the transfer paper and apply it on the pumpkin. So I put this on some scrap transfer paper that I had. You don't have to have a very big piece, so I'm just going to put it across the center. So I'm going to peel this off, make sure it sticks well, then I'm going to go back and of course press over it to make sure that it stays. Okay, so I'm liking how that's looking so far. Alright, now to apply the last decal. Peel the excess off of the decal, and then we're going to apply the transfer paper and then transfer it onto the pumpkin. And they do have little tools for this, but I have long enough nails where I'm able to just pick it up and pull it off. So, all right, so now I'm gonna put this on the transfer paper and put it on the pumpkin, and that'll complete our first pumpkin. Okay, so here we go. I'm gonna go ahead and stick this down at the bottom down here. I don't know if I want to put it over this way or over this way. I'm gonna do it like this. And the reason why I put the year established 2020, because this is the year that I purchased my home, so that's why I'm putting that particular year on there. Even though 2020 then showed us all kinds of stuff, I have done some amazing things this year, so. Now we're just gonna go back over it and push those air bubbles out of it. Make sure it's secure. All right, and that's our first pumpkin. Tell me guys what you think. I'm loving it. I don't think I'm going to put anything on the other pumpkins because I don't want to take away from it, so I think I'm just going to go with this one. Okay guys, so I made 3 bows off camera. If that's something that you're interested in seeing, comment below and let me know, and I'll do a small tutorial to show you guys how I created these bows. So next I'm just going to apply them with the hot glue gun, and then I'm going to show you guys how they look on the porch.